We are mutually dependent and we connect pretty incredible military spouses with remote employment opportunities. In 1776, 100% of military spouses were women. At the time, women couldn't do much of anything. They were dependent. In 2021, military spouses look a whole lot different. At Mutually Dependent, we aim to highlight the mutual dependence of military relationships and that military spouses can be mutually beneficial to employers. I'm Kristy O'Hara, CEO and co-founder of Mutually Dependent. I was an industrial engineer out of Georgia Tech, and I will graduate with my MBA from Tepper this coming May. For the last 7.5 years, I've worked in a remote capacity from all corners of the globe, from here in Virginia Beach, Virginia to Iwakuni, Japan. Mutually Dependent is a vehicle to give military spouses everywhere that same career flexibility.
My name is Meg Wilson. I'm the COO of Mutually Dependent. I'm also a Ramblin' Rec and worked in technology sales before entering the world of the military. Faced a lot of the same challenges many of the spouses go through when trying to progress one's career before I found my remote position as an IT consultant and co-founding Mutually Dependent. And once upon a time, these two entrepreneurs married two incredibly supportive men who just happened to be in the military. Kristy and I are military spouses. We married our intellectual counterparts. So if you think our F-18 fighter pilot husbands are smart, you might think we're pretty smart too. We are mutually dependent. Mutually defined is something in cooperation with another person and or organization. Military relationships are mutually reliant on one another for countless challenges. In regards to organizations, military spouses are mutually beneficial to employers based on their unique skill sets. It's our job to connect the two.
Imagine you're in college, you're dating a fighter pilot, you get engaged to that fighter pilot, and you get married to that fighter pilot. That fighter pilot's first stop in training is Kingsville, Texas. You graduated from a competitive program and a competitive degree, and you show up in Kingsville looking to get a competitive job. When you get there, you realize that you're competing against all the other military spouses for the one open position at the local Whataburger. Nothing against Kingsville, Texas, and nothing against Whataburger, but you get the point. At Mutually Dependent, we aim to close the gap between military spouses and their civilian counterparts by providing only remote opportunities that can be easily transferred from one duty station to another. We connect a two-sided marketplace, military spouses and employers. Military spouses on average make 50 cents on the dollar to their male civilian counterparts. Although 71% of military spouses hold a bachelor's degree compared to 34% of the general public. At Mutually Dependent, we not only focus on unemployed military spouses, which today the unemployment rate of military spouses is 34%, but we also focus on the underemployment rate of military spouses. That means 9 out of 10 military spouses are currently working a job that they are overqualified for with regards to education and experience. We are connected to over 50,000 military spouses via online Facebook groups. We hope to one day be the platform for military spouses to connect professionally. Additionally, we have key strategic partnerships with Instagram accounts that target our demographic. We've started an online blog that raises issues that military spouse professionals face both here in the United States and abroad, and we send out a weekly newsletter to our military spouse community. Additionally, we offer free services like resume reviews, LinkedIn profile assistance, and interview preparation. All of these free services aim to improve our placement rate as well as improve our unit cost economics. On the employer side, we focus on 3 specific job types: sales and marketing, data entry, and virtual assistants. We do these in 3 specific types of organizations: veteran-owned businesses, startups, and nonprofits. There are 2.4 million veteran-owned firms in the United States today, and studies suggest that veteran-owned businesses would rather do business with military-affiliated contractors. On the startup and nonprofit side, both of these types of organizations are looking to do more with less. They don't have a whole lot of money and they have a whole lot to get done, and we believe that our military spouse community is adaptable enough to fill these positions. Our business model is fairly straightforward. Military spouses apply via our website with the same standard information that you would apply in a normal application. The only key indicator here that is different is that they provide a low-end and a high-end hourly rate that they would be willing to accept from a position. Then mutually dependent negotiates that position. Any upside achieved in that negotiation is our profit. At the end of the day, we provide one invoice to our employer partners. Our employer partners could contract one military spouse through us or 100. It is the same simplified process of one invoice. On the military spouse side, you could work for one employer through mutually dependent or 4. We actually have military spouses today working with one person or working with up to 4, and they're provided one 1099 form each and every year through mutually dependent.
Our one true competition today is instantaneous, but to be frank, we offer higher rates and better jobs. Other roles that military spouses look for are substitute teaching positions and retail positions, but those don't really have competitive compensation and they're not transferable. You'll also notice that platforms such as Indeed and Upworks aren't shown. Studies prove that military spouses are more comfortable seeking and finding employment through on-base promotion, networking within their military spouse community, and working with organizations that are strategically partnered to advocate for their needs. Our next slide shows our 5-year projection. Today, we have 12 military spouses employed. By the end of this year, we plan to employ 20 military spouses on a part-time basis. That number will grow from 100 to 250 by 2022 and 2023, respectively. In 2024, through automating our hiring practices, we will increase our margins by 40% and grow to 1,000 and 2,500 military spouses in 2024 and 2025, respectively. 2,500 military spouses by 2025 is more than realistic, given that number is less than 0.5% of the underemployed market. At this time, mutually dependent will be a $50 million business. Our Ask a McGinnis venture competition is twofold. The financial means to help build out our acquisition processes on both the spouse and the employer side, to expedite our automation initiatives, to help us grow faster than what we've organically laid out in our previous slides. But more importantly, we're looking for someone to embark on this mission and support us in something that Kristy and I live through every day. If you're anyone you know is looking for adaptable, highly skilled talent, please reach out to www.mutuallydependent.com. Thank you so much for your time today.